he talking about just go. We don't even know if the setup
Now
is
you
ready.
starting it off.
I'm starting it off.
It don't matter, man. Yeah. It's been a while, man. On some EPI6 shit. They don't remember that.
What? Yeah.
It's the Porch Podcast. Come on. It's the Porch Podcast.
What? It's the Porch Podcast.
Come on.
It's the Porch Podcast.
ahead,
It's your boy Enfluential, and I'm back once again. Rhyming to this dope blend.
Yeah.
Flavors with the drink here.
Yeah.
Do it right there. Come on.
Yeah. They know the objective, motivation, of course, perspective. We giving them the real stuff. Every time that we drop it, give it off your mind, E. Come on.
Yes. Yeah. We gon' strive.
Right.
Everybody know that I'm all the way live.
Right.
Like it's NBA and it's 1995.
Right.
Tribe Called Quest and we really on the ride.
Hey.
Come on, P.
You know that tribe, all day live since 95. Driving up, doing our thing. Let's go, E. Yeah.
I'ma keep saying it's the Porch Podcast.
Come on.
What? It's the Porch Podcast.
Come on.
Huh? And it's the Porch Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Porch Podcast. Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah, we get claps this week. None of that laughing shit.
Yo, for real.
Yeah.
Yo, we rusty. We rusty, man.
Yeah,
we
rusty, man. It's this
rusty.
Earth Angel.
Hey.
Welcome back, baby.
Welcome back. It's the Porch Podcast. It's your boy DJ E, Mr. Influential, and I'm rocking with my brother
P Original.
And this episode here, everybody, we call this the dub session.
Yes, sir.
Because it's episode 20.
20. Yes, sir.
Right. What they laughing at, man?
Oh, man. It doesn't matter, man. Long as they here, man.
But listen, episode 20.
Right.
As you know.
Right.
It's been a very magical ride.
I agree.
So, P.
Yes, sir.
Here in episode 20. How has the podcast felt for you thus far?
Oh, man, it's I've been enjoying it, and I really like the feedback. I feel like, you know what I mean, it's opening up some doors, and it's doing exactly what I thought it could do. You know what I mean? And
right.
That's just inspired people to, you know, just do more. Take advantage of the opportunity that they have. You know what I mean? So I'm enjoying the ride personally.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, you know, just to piggyback off what you're saying.
Right.
I really like this ride that we going on.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
I've been rapping a little bit.
Yes, you have been, brother,
know,
doing your
and,
thing.
You know, over these last 20 weeks, I have became a magician.
Right.
Yeah. You know, you see, and as you know, outside the Porch studios,
right.
We see a lot of rabbits outside.
Right. See, that's what they always know where to come back to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See, what I figured out is over these last few weeks, E, while you've mastered the ability to be Merlin, it was always there inside of you. Now that you know that you're Merlin, the rabbits are coming home and they understand that there's a job that needs to be done. Right? Exactly. That's how I feel when I be saying them, but then they be like, keep it cool, P. One of Merlin's magical rabbits. It's cool.
Then,
you know what I mean?
Listen, every now and then when I go out there looking for them, I might hear some dumb shit like, because the trick didn't work.
Wow.
Yeah, the trick didn't work.
Well, you know what I came to realize too? I said, okay, we started off. And we didn't tap into the whole Merlin and magical thing and stuff like that. But you know, along the way, you know what I didn't realize I was becoming?
What's that?
I became a chef. You know, I do food for thought. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, this is true.
Yeah, so, you know, while you were in magic school, apparently I was in culinary arts school.
Right.
You know what I mean? So no one could have ever imagined that a magician and a cook would, well, you know.
Have such greatness.
There you go.
Welcome, y'all, to week 20, episode 20.
Welcome to week 20,
man.
y'all.
This
That was our quick
dub
silly
session,
shit. You know how we
dub
do.
session. And we call this the dub session for multiple reasons. First of all, it's episode 20.
Right.
Back in the day, they called rims dubs. You know what I mean?
Did.
But back in the day, even further,
right.
I was E-dub.
And I was C-dub.
Yeah.
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 Remember it very clearly.
Yeah. Right. We remember the airbrush shirts we had that had E-Dub on it, and then we had the one that said C-Dub on it that had airbrush.
I remember.
Yeah. What we got them at Dorney Park or some shit like that?
Yeah, I think you know how they be having them little cartoonist type of spots or whatever they do the t-shirt.
Whatever happened to the cartoon people? Remember they used to draw you like you might draw you with your girl and they always got your head big as shit. And all that. When it look like you and shit.
The little cartoon.
Whatever happened to them?
There's enough real life shit going on now, man. They ain't got time to be drawing big head people and characters and shit. What did we do with all them pictures? All that shit. Think about all the people who got them. And I know everybody out there don't try to front. Yeah. Everybody out there got one of them dumb big head ass pictures. And they probably done put that shit somewhere in the bottom of a drawer and hope nobody never find it. Don't front, man.
That shit always had your face looking like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some old stupid dumb shit.
Like you was straining. It was like, my man, I see the picture. I wasn't taking a shit or nothing. Why would you do my eyes like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would it look like that, man? But you paid, it was $35, $36, and then they look like they wanted a tip.
No, that shit wasn't $36, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought about 22 or some shit.
They might have got me.
I think they got you.
They might have got me.
I
know my shit when the eyes was open on mine.
I would have. That's probably what it was. I would have never paid 36. You would have did. I'd take the dummy.
You would have did.
I'd take the dummy fucked up.
The strain joint. The strainer
for $17, bitch. I ain't doing that. But everybody know what we talking to, man. Everybody know what we talking to. What we about to talk about, man. But with this being a dub session,
right.
Question.
Okay.
Who's on the $20 bill
currently? Oh, you want to know? All right. So let's do it this way.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, first off,
that's disrespectful.
We're going to stop the bomb sound.
Because that was disrespectful.
Okay, yeah. Well, the $20 bill, originally, let me get it right. Yeah, no, I was right, bro. 1862?
Yeah.
Around in that area?
Right.
1862 was Grover, Cleveland. Right?
Somebody look this shit up. Grover, not Washington. That's the only Grover I know.
Right, well, we talking about cash, not jazz. Okay,
I'll go with that.
Grover, Cleveland. Mm-hmm. Don't quote me on it. Earth Angel.
Yeah.
Okay? And then, I want to get it right for you because I want you guys to understand when you look this up. Originally before 1929.
Okay.
Andrew Jackson was on the $10 bill. Right? Before 1929.
Okay.
Soon as 1929 hit, he got a raise, man. They doubled down on him. Made the brother the $20 bill.
So you saying in 1929, Andrew Jackson got dubbed up.
He got dubbed up.
Dub session.
Went
to the $20 bill.
Right.
And before that, it was Grover?
It was Grover.
Okay.
Grover, Cleveland.
Grover, Cleveland.
Yes. Sound like somebody from The Simpsons and shit, right?
Yeah, Grover, Cleveland.
Right. And then Alexander Hamilton actually wound up taking over the $10 bill.
Yeah.
So
and Hamilton was never a president.
He was not.
Even though they call money dead presidents, Hamilton was never a president.
He was not. And I believe Andrew Jackson was the 7th president.
He was the 7th president.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that.
So he went from the $10 bill, he got a raise, man. He got a promotion, man.
I tell you one thing. I tell you one thing about all that.
What's that, brother?
You got to have money to know shit like that. You got to have money to know shit like that.
Let me tell you something. When you gotta stay focused on the prize.
Yeah, it is.
They say it's all about the Benjamins, but hell, I take 5s, 10s, and 20s.
Yeah, I take that. You can give me Georgies all day.
Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that.
Remember, AZ? The Washingtons go to wifey. The Washingtons can go in my motherfucking pocket too. You give me 1,000 Washingtons right now.
You know what? I just watched it. I know anybody watching this like, damn, P, you just watched it? Yeah, I just watched it, man. I do other shit in my life besides watching Netflix. Okay? But I watched the Netflix joint with Nas.
Which one?
Illmatic.
It's on Netflix now?
Yeah.
I got to watch it because I watched it back in the day.
Yeah, see my man AZ on there. I think that's the name of it, Illmatic.
Yeah, Illmatic. Yeah. He had a film. Yeah. But I think somebody who somebody I know the person who directed that. Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah. I
watched it yesterday. But anyway, AZ was on it.
Right.
That's all I'm going to because you're going to check it out.
Right.
But anyway, long and short of that situation, yeah, man. You know, I'm like you, bro. I take the Washingtons. You know, wifey can get a couple of them, but I'm gonna need them too.
Well, you know, if I got it, she got it. Ain't no, it's no,
Right.
There's no worry about
Right.
that. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
You know.
Right.
Cause when I blow up,
Mm-hmm.
you blow up. Mm-hmm. Ba ba boom. Remember that was on Martin?
I do. Yeah. You know what? Let's do this. Let's dare to do this, right? Because this is the porch, and this is like I say all the time, where we speak our truth.
That's it.
And then when you're on the porch and you got your earth angel, you talk about all kind of stuff. Cheers, brother. Mm-hmm. Now, you just said something.
Okay.
In the reality of it, I don't even have a problem with it. Right. You said, when I got it, she got it.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. That should be, in my opinion now, and I'm just one of many, okay? Mm-hmm. I like that.
Right.
And I believe that if you kind of have that understanding and thinking, dealing with finances,
right,
you can alleviate a lot of little silly stuff. Now, here's the thing, right? I always say that you have to recognize your value in every situation. Mm-hmm. Since we're talking about dubs, since we're talking about money and access, right?
Right.
You should know your value. You should know your limitations. You should know what you have to work on. You should know what you have mastered already. Like I talk about all the time with the MVP. Yeah. Motivational vision and perspective.
Right.
You should have a clear, concise understanding of that, right? Because money ain't everything, but it's damn sure something.
So.
Okay? Mm-hmm. So when you look at it from the perspective of if I got it, if she got it, it should be mutual, in my opinion. Now, people pay their bills differently.
Right.
I've had multiple conversations with people. You got some people that say, I take care of these bills in my house, and she takes care of this, or I take care of everything, and she just take care of herself and the kids, however that goes.
Right.
My thing is every dollar, you should have a plan for it, whether it's for saving, whether it's for spending, whatever the situation is, you should have a plan for it.
Right.
Because to me, idle or let me see what I'm saying. And I want to say it right. Not so much idle, but undefined money often gets misused.
Right.
It gets misspent. It gets, you know what I mean? It gets,
right.
And then you turn around because immediately after you, like we talk about all the time, blowing money fast, immediately.
I think I'm Big Meech.
Right. Larry Hoover. Mm-hmm. We ain't going to talk about the whipping work.
Yeah.
Stay focused.
When he said the cocaine running through his vein, we ain't gonna talk about that part.
Nah, I don't see it. Yeah, now we damn sure ain't gonna talk about that part.
I don't know nothing about it.
Right. So
pull up.
You should have some kind of understanding on how that money need to move. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
How you feel about separate accounts?
That's what I got.
Okay.
That's what I got in my house.
So if you was given a young brother came to you and said, E, get ready to get married, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Me and my lady, we have conversations about finances because everybody don't live with each other right away.
Right.
Some people, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you got some people that don't live together until they marry, and you got some who do whatever.
Right.
But the conversation comes up. Or that has not came up. Let's put it like that. It has not come up. But he want to be ready for it. He want to be able to, you know, have an idea of how to go about it. And he asks you.
Right.
E, how do I legitimize this situation with my lady about having separate accounts without it being offensive to her?
Okay. My take on that is this. With me going to school for finance and everything. First of all, you can have both if need be. Mm-hmm. If it's not needed, then it shouldn't be. First of all, money is a trust factor. Money is something that a person has to trust that it's cool. A lot of times, you know, people are stuck in the old school way of having a joint account. And that's because somebody was just careless with money.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So they needed a set of eyes to keep them cool with it. Mm-hmm. I think everybody should have separate and multiple. But I don't think, you know, and this is where the finance side comes in. I don't think that they should have your traditional, regular, free checking and all that. No. You need to get accounts that build different types of interest. You know what I mean? So you can learn how to live off that type of interest. Now you got it. Don't get it wrong. It's some of them that I can't right now because we've been messing with the Earth Angel. It's certain accounts out there that you got certain millionaires. They got $1 million in that account, and you gotta let's say they getting compound. That's what it is, compound interest,
right?
Of 5 or 6% or whatever. So if they get 6%, I think my math could be off a little bit, but I'm not mistaken.
Okay, but they get a little
6% annually.
Nice,
right? Let's say they get 6%. They might make $60,000 a year.
Okay,
they could do whatever they want with the 60 because the million's always there. You know what I mean? So even if they had that, but still went to work, and they saved money and it is what it is. That's a whole different story. But as far as approaching it, just be honest. There's no rule saying that you have to pay a bill from a joint account.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
A lot of times people get joint accounts, in my opinion, because somebody had a mistake somewhere with finances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's a few conversations that I would tell that young brother, right? Young brother, young sister, right? Matter of fact, we ain't got to play this hypothetically. For any young brothers and sisters that's watching the podcast and listening to it, here's my thing. I believe there are some key conversations in dealing with relationships, because you don't need to speak to yourself. You know how to go about however you're going to manage your life in that situation. But there are some key conversations that I believe that you should have before you make serious commitments to a lot of things in life. But relationship is what we're talking about at the moment. Now, you should first and foremost be able to say that I do believe that we should have access to separate pieces of money.
Right.
You should be able to say that. And if it is an issue, be able to have that discussion on why that person feels though it's an issue.
Right.
Now, the other thing is in matters of the heart, finance has a weird, twisted way of being involved in it.
Right.
See, there's certain things that you won't do just because of the fact that you're in love with a person or in love with a situation.
But the number one cause of divorce is finance.
Right. But exactly. So you got to think about it from the perspective, right? You can get into a relationship and a person can be a breadwinner, but they're horrible at managing money. They know how to make money, or they're in a fruitful situation where they're making it. But just as quickly as they make it, they spend it. You may be in that relationship with a person that looks up and says that where we are in life is okay, but we can be so much better if we just made better financial decisions.
Right.
I feel as though a lot of that stuff comes from the fact that we neglect, or people neglect, to have key conversations before they make those commitments. So I think that I would tell that brother, first and foremost, if you're uncomfortable with having that conversation,
right,
that's already a sign that there's something that you guys need to talk about anyway.
Right.
Because you shouldn't ever feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you have that conversation and you guys are still not in agreement with that. What I would always tell a person is that simple. That rainy day fund and that rainy day money.
Right.
When it rains, everybody get wet that don't have an umbrella.
Right.
And I don't care what nobody say. You put an account up and you run into a tough time in life, and mama or daddy don't think that we have a solution or a savior for that situation, and you pull out that magical stash that you had in the account somewhere else, ain't nobody going to be mad at that point that you had that separate account.
Right.
So that's why I say, you understand what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that I would tell anybody that you turn around, don't ever have any conversations that are taboo conversations in relationships.
Well, here's the key.
You know what I mean?
Before anybody does a lot of things, they should automatically have at least $2,000 of emergency money. Now, what people get mixed up at, it should be $2,000 a person, in my opinion. Not just $2,000 for the house.
Mm-hmm.
Even though everything may be going through that house, but $2,000. And, granted, you might have that for if the hot water heater tank go. You know what I mean?
Right.
Something happened on your car, things of that nature. So a person might look and say, well, you might have some, if the hot water tank go, why I got to be from my $2,000? Bro, it was for an emergency anyway. You want hot water in the house, you're affected by it too, right?
Correct.
So it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what else is a rule of thumb? They said they want you to at least have 3 months, 3 months of your emergency funds. Some go to 6. Some people I know save up to a year. After a year, anything else is stupid. I'm just being honest with you. Because if you don't have your money in the right accounts, where it's not making any money, then it's just laying dormant. And then with inflation and everything, the value is going to go down lower and lower and lower. See what I'm saying? That's just like the situation with Bitcoin. We seen the guy recently in the NFL who did his whole salary into Bitcoin. And good friend of ours saying nothing better than cold hard cash. Well, the theory about Bitcoin is supposed to be it's not going to really be affected as much by inflation like cash will. That's why people are doing these type of things. Don't get it wrong. The people that are doing it, he still got cash. But this is why it is what it is, because inflation is something that's going to always be there regardless. So unless you put your money in somewhere that's going to build compound interest, which is basically just an investment account, or people, you know how like a lot of our people don't get involved with the stock market. Right. We should. The stock market is one of the oldest forms of investments. The problem is we want to hit that big one. It ain't got to always be that big one.
Yeah, it's two problems.
Yeah.
It's two problems. The other problem is this,
uneducated.
This is going back to what I was saying, I would say with the young brother.
Right.
He's asking a question. But what you got to do to the youngest, because that's what that was done to us. You have to say, I know what question you want me to answer.
Yeah.
Like when you dealing with your kids. Like my kids might ask me something, I say, I know what you want me to answer, but before I answer that, I have to take you here first.
Right.
They get upset about it. You're going to have more of an appreciation for my response.
Right.
If I take you from here first.
Right.
The reason why people don't invest like that, and you said it's an old thing. It's not nothing new. It's new to a lot of people now because if the right people do certain things, it becomes popular, it becomes the hip thing to do. Here's my thing with that. People don't have a problem with making money. People have a problem with learning how to make money.
Right.
People don't have a problem with saving money. People have a problem with being disciplined to save money.
Right.
That's the
they're
difference.
Always looking for something to get.
Because it's that, and in the sense of always understanding that you're always going to want.
Right.
So you're trying to navigate around the feeling of want. You're never going to not want something. You're always going to want something.
Yeah.
What I said earlier on in the situation is money becomes problematic when there's no plan for it. You got to have a plan for money. Because if you don't have a plan for money, that's when it goes to these other. You got to almost look at money like it's, and I know it sounds crazy, but the average person to me that saves and can put up money already looks at it like it's already gone before they get it.
Right.
Not in a negative sense, though.
Right.
In a positive sense.
It's already put up because it should be that way.
It should already be that way.
Right.
Versus most people's mentality, in my opinion, where they already looking at, I'm going to buy this, man, I'm going to get this, and then as soon as it come on payday. You have psychologically already put yourself behind somewhat of the 8 ball before the money even comes.
Well, a lot of rule of thumb, man, is again, just to play on some numbers and things, situation is this. Once you get that $2,000, and that's your emergency fund, now your goal should be to save 10%.
How you get to the 2,000?
How was that?
Because see what I'm saying about?
Yeah.
You gotta
Why,
take them.
2,000 just happened to be the number that a lot of finance people use because of the simple fact of inflation.
No, I got you.
Right.
How do you get to the 2,000?
You got to save it. Yeah, you got to go to work to
so
save it.
So if he asks, okay,
yeah.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that part.
Yeah, you're doing it.
Yeah.
You're doing it right.
Right.
But some people are like birds. They don't.
But I understand what you're saying. I see. That's the difference between me and you. Like you said, surface. I know how you speak and all of that. The moment somebody come talk to me about a bank account, I figure they already know how to make money. Okay. And they already know about an account.
I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm telling them is, you need to have that emergency fund for $2,000, right? Once you hit that $2,000, Now, you're going to start putting more money away. And with that money, it should be 10% when you get paid. Now, if you can, you start, because you got the emergency, start putting 15% of what you make into an investment account. Okay? So, it sounds crazy, but this is how finance people break it down for you to make it seem like it's very affordable. So, basically, you're taking a quarter out of every dollar.
Do that. That's what you do.
Yep.
You
That's
see that
all
right
it is.
there?
Yo, I know.
Yeah.
I was getting to that.
Yeah.
That's what I was
got
saying.
you.
I was
But that-
getting
you
to
know,
that.
like,
because
that's what
when
I'm
you
saying,
were taking 10%, that was a dime.
Yeah.
Then if you take a 15%, that's 15 more cent.
Right.
So it's a quarter out of every dollar. So every time you get a dollar, you should be throwing a dime in savings and 15 cents in it. Now, if you're getting $1,500, right? What was that? So 10% of 15. So let's just do 1,000. 10% of 1,000
$100.
is $100.
Right. You was gonna do 150 with the other one.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah. You see what I'm saying? Would have
Uh-huh.
been, but then the 15% of the 150 would be. So, what is it? 15. What's 15% of? Y'all know my math.
By the
right
time
now,
they see it, they'll know.
yeah. But you understand what I'm saying?
Right. More than 100.
Right. But you take it 25%. Okay. So let's do it simple math. Okay. You make $1,200 every week.
Mm-hmm.
You should be taking, four going to what 300? It's 300 times three. So $300 out. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right?
What you doing? 25%?
Yeah.
Okay.
25%.
Right.
So when you take that 25%, the majority of it is
Yeah.
going to go in your investment account.
Gotcha.
And the other time, so 10%.
So you were splitting it. 10% was going one way, 15% was going
Right.
another.
So
Gotcha.
you take 300 out right there. So now you left with 9.
No.
But you take that. But see, the problem is
Go ahead and talk about it.
really where it makes it hard for people
Uh-huh.
is now we take the 9. Now you got to pay your bills. Then once you pay your bills, that's what's left. And you look at the end of the week, bitch, I got $83.
Or I got $383.
Yeah.
Because
I'm not taking that savings.
See what I'm
and that-
saying?
And that's what happens.
and that's great education, bro.
Right,
You just
that's
broke
what happens.
But that's and like you kind of gotta at the end of the day, he might walk like, damn, E, you had to no, bro.
Yeah.
No. That's what you needed to hear.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you
A lot of
that's
times
it.
I've heard churches use the 10-10-80 rule, not 80-20. You've heard of 80-20.
I have.
All right, so 10-10-80 was you pay your tithes 10%.
Mm-hmm.
The other 10% you save for yourself,
Right?
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 And then the 80 is what you live off of,
Mm-hmm.
paying your bills and everything, and then you just you might want to go out, whatever. However, not knocking the churches because everybody don't. You pay tithes to your home church. If you ain't going to church, I'm telling you how to take that investment account. Now the key is this: how many times you seen something like, "Damn, I'd invest in that," but you couldn't because you ain't had what the capital.
You ain't had the capital to do it, right?
Right.
Most of the time.
Right.
Most of the time.
You see what I'm saying?
You do too. Usually it works in the same order. First you don't have capital, then you kill credit.
Right.
It's usually a repetitive cycle. Then you'll get a little bit of capital. You'll dump it back into your credit to try to fix your credit. And then what you do, you get comfortable again, burn through the capital, nail out and mash out your credit. It's a cycle. It's the
Right.
same circle over and over again. Because, like I said, a lot of times when it comes to the money and it comes to these situations, we're not having thorough conversations.
Right.
We're not. We're just talking about what we want. We see it. I want to do better with my savings. Your actions aren't showing it. If I turned around, and we talked about this in previous episodes, turn around, look at your kids. If I gave you $1,000 a day, what business could you come up with?
Right.
Child's mind. They don't know anything about bills, so they can't be preoccupied with a bill. All you asking them at whatever age they are, if I give you $1,000, what business could you create?
Correct.
Right? Now, if they can't tell you, that's the hill that you already up against.
Right.
That's why I say with the young man that we were using in that scenario,
Yeah.
that's the hill you're up against.
Right.
You gotta find a way, and that's the thing. If you want to break a cycle, you want your kids to respect and understand money. And like we talking about these dubs and all this kind of stuff. Do little simple stuff. Yo, who's on a $1 bill? Who's on a $5 bill? See if you make money interesting and they're respected differently.
Right. Well, they got to get to know it.
Right.
You got to understand the game.
Everything that you know more about, you respect more about.
Right.
Everything.
It's just like this. Okay. if you teach them, a lot of times in the hood, the game that the kids learn first when they start to play cards with their family and their adult is spades,
Right.
right? Tom, pity pat, something like that,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. Talk and all that.
Yeah, right. So, you learn how to play cards. Then you get to the point where once you about 25 and you run around and you hanging. I know how to play spades. I've been playing spades since I was 7. You know that game in and out, right? Okay. The money game, all we ever learn in our area is how to spend. And you might get lucky and somebody will tell you how to save, but you never have a lot of people who teach you how to invest. Even though, unless you got that uncle,
Right. That's right.
right,
That's right.
that we had on both sides.
That's right.
You got a store,
That's right.
got businesses doing
Right.
what they doing. And because they was working a business, they didn't have a lot of time to teach you in and outs of everything of business. So you was miseducated. But if you had a parent and all they told you how to do was save and spend, I don't care. If I saved money, I would have it. If I saved money all the way from when I was a kid, right? And let's say I saved $30 every time I get paid from the time I was 16. It's still not going to be worth what it was back then because of inflation.
Absolutely not.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I make the statement of once you hit a year, you got a year's worth of your mortgage, car payments,
Right,
and all
your
that type,
expenses.
your
Right.
expenses, right? Now you should start to invest and try to do other things so you can bring more in. For example, in stocks, again, you got trades, you got people that make money off of dividends. Okay? Look on YouTube. It's seven stocks in 2021 to give you the best dividends. Now nobody said you're going to get rich off these dividends. It all depends on how much how much you spend. But I think what people are introduced to, especially in our culture, when they first learn about stocks, is listen. You see what just happened with GameStop? I play video games like.
Yeah.
They always looking for the big scoop. Man, I wish I would have. Don't get it wrong. We all wish that. I wish I would have invested in Amazon back then. Now that's why everybody buying that Dogecoin, whatever it's called now, because they see what happened with Bitcoin. No, actuality, you can buy stocks if you use a lot of Procter and Gamble, toothpaste and deodorant. You buy stocks in that
Yeah.
because you use it. But
Yeah.
that takes us to where I'm thinking, a segment of, hate it or love it.
Okay.
Something that's new now. And this is the dub episode. And everybody, we're going to explain to y'all what hate it or love it is once we get it, Dub episode. Hate or love it, my opinion, Dub City. Why? I was hating that goddamn dynasty that the Golden State Warriors was running with for 4 years.
Yeah.
However, shit was masterful.
I didn't.
I didn't hate them.
Yeah.
I just was like, damn, I want these to lose.
Right. I mean,
But it was masterful.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like you. I ain't hate them, but it was. You know what though? It was cool though. It was entertaining to watch them. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Splash Brothers.
yeah, just period. They just. I'm an energy guy.
Right.
For those who don't know.
And that energy was beautiful.
And the energy that we talk about good energy and all that stuff on it. Like, I don't care what you doing. If everybody look like they having a good time, I like it.
Right.
Clearly. You know what I mean? That's not my team. I'm a Sixer fan, and
Right.
for most people, like I don't think of any particular reason why I don't care for it. But I'm like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, they look like they enjoyed themselves. And it was hard not to kind of enjoy the fact that they was having fun with it.
So I'm going to ask you this, and I already know your answer to this.
What's that?
Hate it or love it. Joel Embiid MVP this year?
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, man.
Love it. He's balling.
JoJo is the MVP.
Yeah, you love it.
You know what I mean?
He had
JoJo's the
he had
MVP.
motivational vision and perspective.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why he's going to get. He's already an MVP.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. You know what? Let's think about it. I hate it or love it. This because it's new. There's so many things that play into the mind.
Right.
High school. Hated or love it.
I loved high school.
You should have, man. You
I was that guy in high school.
Yeah,
man.
but you did all right, man. You
Yeah,
did
they
all
want
right,
smile, they
man.
want smile. I was all right.
Yeah,
I was all right.
You did
Yeah.
pretty good.
I was getting
man.
good grades and everything, and I was cool.
Yeah,
I like Bishop because he cool. Remember that old Juice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Bishop. You ain't got no. Didn't you have some questions you wanted to ask me? You was talking about though.
No, you know what? I got another hated or love it real quick. Maybe I did, and I should have asked them that.
Yeah, I just,
Hated or love it.
I thought you wanted to talk to me about some shit.
Hated or love it. The fact now that you can catch movies, and it's just you're not a lot of shit that you had to go to the theater to see.
Right.
Some people love the movie experience. Some people like that whole it's date night. I'm going out with my people, or I'm hanging out, whatever. However you did the movie thing. Hate it or love it. Movies are coming on your TV now, and you ain't got to go to the theater.
I'm in the middle. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm in the middle. Hate it because like you said, that experience. It wasn't always necessary about the movie, but it gave you time to be able to go out.
Yeah.
You and your lady, you know what I mean? Y'all go out, whether you caught you should catch the movie first.
Before what?
Dinner.
I agree.
Yeah, because if I eat.
I agree. I agree. That's a good one. That's actually good.
Yeah.
We should do a poll. Yeah. Listen, look, real quick, y'all, in the comments, comments down below.
Right.
Should it be movie then dinner or dinner then movie?
That's the question.
That's the question, man.
Yeah, that's the
question. You don't win nothing in no shit like that. It's just a question.
Yeah, you know what you would know? They win something. They gotta win something.
What you gonna give them?
You get a free magic trick from Merlin.
You didn't win nothing.
Okay. You get a free magic trick from Merlin and a shout out on next week's episode.
Absolutely. Listen.
That's what you
listen.
First
I don't
know if it's next week's episode. I gotta remember to shout you out, but you know what I'm talking about.
The first person.
Right.
The first person who says something about it. Definitely got to shout you out, man.
Right. And you get a shot of Earth Angel.
You get a shot of Earth Angel on us when we see.
When you see, yeah.
All right, so let me say this, though. In answering that question, too, I like you. You said the middle. Is it safe to say that your middle is really this? You hate the fact that the experience has been compromised.
Right.
But you do like the fact that you can kind of kick back now and just throw that thing on the TV and ain't got to go nowhere.
I don't got to go nowhere. I can pause it.
Yeah.
You know, I used to hate to go run and have to take a piss.
Yeah.
You ever had this experience? Shh, man, I got to piss. You go out. You had a little action movie. As soon as you hit open the door, you boom. So everybody like, something blew up. You be like, God damn it.
Or as you're walking out of that.
Yeah, you be like,
I couldn't hold that for 13 more seconds.
You be mad as hell. Yeah. Or if you one of them nasty NC-17 dudes that went to see the movie, you came, as soon as you open the door, it was over. Damn, missed the whole sex scene.
Every episode from this, the freak shit is coming out worse and worse, man. This guy is nasty as hell. He's a nasty ninja. Cause y'all seen him with that knife. I mean, with that knife, that sword. Y'all seen him with that sword, and then all that other crazy shit. No, I will say this. I do, as you, miss the experience.
Yeah. That's why we had
it wasn't a big
like that.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal, I think, when I was going, because I didn't imagine it not being something I could do whenever.
Right.
But I do remember the whole it come out on Friday. Yeah. You like, bitch, I ain't going Friday. I ain't gonna go the first week because they're gonna be loud in the movies and all that kind of shit. Like, but I was one of the people who was loud when it first came out when I was younger. So, like, I do miss some of that stuff. So I agree with you.
But here's the thing, though. Mm-hmm. I mean, we knew it was coming.
Yeah.
We can't even sit here and say that COVID just put the nail in the coffin. Mm-hmm. But COVID wasn't the killer. Mm-hmm. You know, streaming was the killer.
Yeah.
So they had to find out a way, you know, educate y'all on something real quick. Mm-hmm. Around 2000, we all remember this special thing called Napster.
Oh, I knew you was going to go there.
Right?
Yeah.
And Napster came in and changed the whole game of music.
Yeah.
Destroyed the record industry.
Yeah.
Nobody was buying albums anymore.
Yeah.
They weren't buying them. They was just sitting around.
Yeah.
Boom.
They said Draco took big advantage of that situation.
Who?
Soulja Boy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 That's who Draco is?
If I said it wrong, I said it wrong. But I'm pretty sure.
I don't know the young boys.
I'm pretty sure that's who
I
it
know
is.
Soulja Boy.
Hey, comment in the section down below. If I said it wrong, get me right. But I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but I think
the
you're
boy
right.
Draco is Soulja Boy.
So,
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
The industry turned around and got smart. They seen how it by they first of all they sued them, went through all that, it's file sharing,
Right.
all this.
Right.
The CDs started selling again
Right.
because you couldn't find nothing.
Right.
But then somebody got smart and said, "Well, let's legalize streaming."
Right. Yeah. Because they, like you said, they switched up because they had Bear Share too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Came a little bit later. Right?
Yeah, let's legalize streaming.
Yeah.
So once they legalize streaming,
Yeah.
that's when you got your Spotify's.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the other Rhapsody?
Wow.
You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Your Pandora's.
Yeah.
But see, Pandora was like a legal jukebox that what's coming on next. It's still like that.
Right.
Unless you play for the premium. But then Apple
Yeah.
Music, Tidal,
Yeah.
Amazon Music,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio,
Yes, sir.
Radio Public,
Okay. Overcast.
Overcast,
Spotify.
Yeah, listen, legalized stream. The Porch, DA Porch podcast
Can be found on all of them.
on all of them.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, shameless plug. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So here, that leads me to this.
What's that?
This or that. CDs or streaming?
Streaming.
Yeah.
Streaming. Let me get my shit together.
Yeah. I mean, sip it.
Yeah, shit ain't got much Earth Angel left.
Okay. Okay, we can, you know.
Okay. Big Mac or Whopper?
Whopper, man. Whopper. That's that Mac. I don't like the Mac sauce on the Big Mac. I like to have that on. I like to have the Mac sauce on on a quarter pounder.
I got an easy one I know for you. N95 or cloth?
N95. Bitch, I had an N95 on the plane.
You was telling me
I was
about
sleeping there. I could breathe
Yeah.
nice. Shout out to my baby for getting that for me.
Absolutely. It was a couple of them. All right. Shrimp cocktail or fried shrimp.
Fried.
Yeah.
Right.
I the cold shrimp shit, like,
Yeah. You can give me steamed shrimp, but not, which is almost the same thing, you know what I mean?
I actually prefer my shrimp grilled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I eat them too fast when they go.
Okay, so lobster, this is food shit. I told you I'm a chef.
Yeah.
Steamed or grilled?
Grilled lobster.
Grilled lobster.
Grilled lobster.
My shit. That shit ain't even close right there.
That shit's super easy.
Shit, that was an easy one right there.
Salmon. Baked or grilled?
Never had grilled salmon.
Shit, I had it last night.
I'm gonna say it gotta be good though,
Shit.
because it ain't
Amazing.
I don't. Let me sip this shit.
Okay, I always gotta.
Throw one in there.
Yeah.
Don't do no goofy shit like heaven or hell.
Nah.
Like,
Wow.
Yeah, you got to think of it. You got to tell
And
me.
we don't know nothing about this with perks or e-pills.
The only perk I know about is coffee, and that shit be percolating in the pot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I knew about the dance, the percolator.
Huh?
I knew about the dance, the percolator.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go e-pills just because it's called e-pills.
Now, you can do that because I see where you playing on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know that you don't need that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, man, with
You ain't got one more?
I can come up with another one.
What you got for me?
I wanted to be a good one. Hold on 1 second. Let me think about it. I wanted to be a good one. I want to get it off of food. I don't want to keep me in that
You
shit.
got to always be about food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jamaica or Dominican Republic?
Jamaican spliff, man.
Oh, shit. Not just Jamaica, but the spliff, too.
Hey, yo. So I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what happened. Trip we was on Jamaica. We out there. We chilling. We at a wedding. We on the beach for the for the what's the shit? The reception. Mm-hmm. Now this dude found the best way for him to be, because you know in Jamaica when you go to resorts, you know some of them got people on the outside, right? Mm-hmm. Some of them got people on the outside with shotgun with AKs and shit.
Oh, they ain't playing,
right? You seen it before.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Right?
Did. Give me
so
that.
yeah, yeah, just pour it, man.
Yeah. Are we recording? With this?
Yeah, we get something. No, they see me. Cause you know, we ain't get to deal with the bottle company yet.
Yeah, but we ready.
Oh, yeah, we gonna get to
deal
with the
ready
bottle.
for a deal.
Yeah,
go ahead. I'm listening to you. So we on the beach. Reception, go.
Right. So, with that being said, look at it falling over. I'm goofy shit.
That's all right.
That's all right. So
MVP.
We on the beach. Right?
Right.
So, you know, they own the property lines. Like, you can't cross the property lines and all
right.
that. Yeah, because have you ever been on a resort in Jamaica and you looked over, you see my man over with the AK, like, ain't nobody coming past this shit.
I've seen him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My man was smart. He was out in the ocean with a raft. Mm-hmm. Right?
I don't know how smart his ass was, but
no, he wasn't deep. He was not. So he walking with the raft, got all this shit on there. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
I got everything you need. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
My man, what you got? I got the ganja.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You got that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, big man over there, he like that.
Yeah. They got some shit over there.
Hold up.
Yeah, it's probably different. I don't know.
He went to him.
Yeah.
Hey man, your friend said you like the ganja. He said,
yeah.
My man, I'm a cop. Oh shit! And he ran off. I said,
yeah.
Get the.
Yeah, some people don't care about that shit. I told you, I ran into the one guy who was like, shit, the police smoking over here.
Yeah.
They didn't care nothing about it. They got they got Merlin weed over there. That shit waterproof.
Now,
this is smoke that underwater. That's real hydro.
Some years ago, I was at the airport. And you know how when you wait, a lot of airports, even when you at, the same airlines, they got the same rules. Listen, right. If the bag is 50 pounds or more, mm-hmm. you cannot put this on the plane. It's too heavy. Mm. The bag was 52 pounds. Opened the bag. Right on the belt. It was 52 pounds of weed.
Okay. So he tipped the people.
They took 2 pounds out. A lady took 2 pounds out, put it in her carry-on, and they took the 50 and pushed the shit right down the belt. I said, this bitch getting on the plane with 2 pounds of weed.
You ain't snitching me.
Jamaica.
Don't sound like it.
No, this is Jamaica.
It's more informational than anything else. It's not quite snitching. In line, shit's close. You know what I mean?
You know what I want to ask you, though?
What?
This dub session. That's what happened with dub sessions. You go all the way around.
Right.
You go around.
You pass that shit.
Yeah. Pass the Dutchie to the left hand side. Right. Hey. It was a question I seen the other day.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It said, if any,
right,
what serial killers do you feel sorry for?
Yeah. It's some things ain't worth entertaining.
It's some bullshit.
But it's people out there that really got some puzzling questions, man.
That's the weirdest shit I've
ever heard. I'm not gonna elaborate on that.
You ain't write no questions down for me. You said you wanted. We talked over the week.
Well, some of the questions that I would ask, but you kind of cleared up for me. You know what I mean? We deal with challenges. We're human. So some of the things that me and you know what I mean, kind of talked about, that's the one thing, bro, we don't spend a lot of time harping on things. You know what I mean? So some of the things like that is it's what I was going to actually bring up, but right. We didn't need to. We moved on from that. I'm more or less at the point now, like we talking about with, some of the things that have been forever changed, like we talked about before. And then some of the things that I want to kind of just grow from the changes. You know what I mean? Like we talked about this whole dub session and the money and investing it. I really, really, truly want to inspire people, man. I really want people to know.
Well, you do, brother. I don't want you to say you want to. I want you to embrace the fact that you already do.
Well, I appreciate
You
that.
already
I
do.
mean, that's
you already do.
that's you know, like I've been one of them people for a long time with being comfortable with not needing to be the smartest person in the room.
You ain't gotta be.
You know, I've also been very comfortable with my own opinions and stuff, and I understand I don't know everything, but I'm not totally clueless.
Right.
And I believe that if, you know, I can accept the fact, like we talked about with last week when we was talking about balance and things of that nature. I believe that if we can just all inspire one other person, you know, to just think differently, I may not totally change you. I may not, you know what I mean? But just look at something differently, you know what I mean? Look at it, or look at it completely. Don't look at it from a one-sided perspective. Even coins got two sides, man. They got a heads and the tails. Right. You know what I mean? Money, if we talking about dubs and money and stuff, you got a front of the bill and you got a back of the bill. You know what I mean? So, like, I want to say something. I don't know what it's going to be. Right. You know what I mean? I just want to say something that is going to make a person say, wow, that was profound.
Right. Well, right? You do. You say it a lot of times, man.
And that's all, man. That's why I'm so energetic about, like, for y'all that don't know, like, I really, truly look forward to doing this podcast with my brother, man.
Yeah, well, listen.
You know, I really, it gives me an opportunity to get out of my own thoughts, you know, and I hope that that's what this does, like, for this hour or hours some change that we get to speak to y'all. You ain't about to cry, this bitch. Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna cry. You know what I'm saying? You already did a couple videos trying to make me look soft and shit. I can't take whiskey. Yeah. You know, I like Michael Jackson, so I ain't shit.
Nah, I fuck with Michael Jackson, though.
Yeah. Man. You know, so, you know, a lot of that stuff, man.
This or that.
Is different.
Prince or Mike?
I'm still Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still not taking nothing away from, not taking anything away from Prince. I think that they were both exceptional artists. You know, but I do believe in my heart that you know, Mike was just different. I think Mike just had something. Yeah, just had something different. But do you ever, like, I think about this all the time, man. Like, I really want to make sure that my mark is here. Like, I really want people to know that I gave like, I really want that stuff to be known. You know what I mean? And I hope that's being received, man.
Well, you know what's crazy?
You know?
I can't think of the lyric exactly. But to give you some clarification and let you know that you really, really are leaving your mark. You know the singer SZA? Mm-hmm. She got the song called Good Days right now. And when you listen to Apple Music, or I'm pretty sure probably Spotify, all these places do that. When you hear these songs, man, you can hit the button and flip over and it shows you the lyrics. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it was a part. She's talking about, I think, like an old relationship and the person stay in her mind and all this type of stuff. Mm-hmm. And she said, feeling like Job when he lost all his shit. Wow. Right? So, you know, Job in the Bible had lost all his shit. But she says something at the end. Something like, I can't, not word for word, but people are chasing the fountain of youth. Mm-hmm. But it's in the presence. You're never going to be no younger than you are right now.
Word is bond.
That's basically what that is.
Yeah.
You're never going to be no younger than you are right now.
Yeah.
So you live every second of your life.
Oh, yeah.
So because you try to carry yourself in a great way, you know what I mean? You'll always, bruh, leave your mark. Now, what we're basically known from.
Appreciate
that. Yeah, let's just go that one more time.
Appreciate that.
Before we close this episode out, right? What a lot of people are basically known from. We're known for our bad, right? Mm-hmm. However, like when you do something bad, that's the dude that was cheating on his wife. Or that was, but then when a person dies, that's when you see them a lot of times receive their flowers. We always say, we got to give people their flowers while they're here. Because in all actuality, you're no longer, you're no younger than you want to be right now. Because everything else is in the past.
Yeah.
You're 10 seconds older than when I just said it before.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
So,
Yeah.
when you saying you just want to leave your mark,
Yeah.
just keep doing what you're doing, man.
That's all I'm going to do,
Just
man.
keep, that's all I can tell you, bro. Just keep doing what you're doing.
That's all I'm going to do.
You know, real shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
When I read them lyrics, because I was like, you know, I can't sing it. I know. But like that, man, I wanted y'all to say, man, listen, man, it's your boy DJ E, Mr. Influential, man. I'm rocking with my brother Pierre Richard. This is the Porch Podcast. Listen, you can catch us on Spotify. You can catch us on Apple Podcasts. You can catch us on Stitcher, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Overcast, Radio Public. And, of course, you can watch us so you can see our handsome faces. I said handsome. On YouTube.
You can check us out. Check us out.
Yep.
As always, man, we appreciate the time, man. And please, man, if it's anything that you guys can give us, because all we want to do is spread
love,
love and positive, energy, and giving out, like I say, that MVP, that motivational vision and perspective.
Right.
If there's anything, man, that you can throw our way that we could tap into, man, and be able to share with the people, or you can just build with one another with.
Right.
Don't hesitate. I like what you say all the time.
Right.
If you have our phone numbers, call us.
Call us.
Text us. Because all we want to do, man, is just be a blessing to each other, man. Appreciate the time, energy, and the effort as always, man. Keep doing what you're doing and keep rocking with your boys, man.
Peace,
y'all. Peace.
Listen, you got them lines?
Y'all have a good one.